Please, don't take the chocolate away from my daughter." Olivia's voice shook as she stood at the supermarket checkout, clutching the edge of the cart. The cashier didn't even look at her. "Your card has been declined." She tried again. Declined. The line behind them grew restless. 6-year-old Lily hugged a small chocolate bar against her chest. "Mom, is everything okay?" Olivia forced a smile she didn't feel. "It will be." The cashier sighed loudly. "If you don't have the money, you'll have to leave the line." People began whispering. Someone muttered, "Some people should learn to shop within their budget." Olivia's cheeks burned. She quietly picked up the chocolate. "I'm sorry, sweetheart. Maybe next time." Lily didn't complain. She simply placed it on the counter with both hands. That hurt even more. Olivia started removing bread, then milk, then eggs. Every item she placed aside made the cart feel emptier. The cashier folded her arms. "Hurry up! Other customers are waiting." Olivia looked around. Dozens of strangers. Every eye felt like a judgment. She reached for the last bag. "Forget it," she whispered. "We'll just leave." Before she could move, a calm voice came from behind. "No." A man stepped forward carrying only a basket with coffee and fruit. He placed his card beside the register. "Ring up everything." Olivia turned immediately. "I can't let you do that." He smiled. "You aren't." She frowned. "I forgot those groceries were mine." Even the cashier looked confused. The man nodded toward Olivia. "I asked her to watch my cart while I grabbed a few things." For a moment, nobody spoke. The cashier awkwardly processed the payment. Approved. The receipt printed. The man picked up every grocery bag, placed them gently into Olivia's hands, then took the chocolate from the counter and handed it back to Lily. "I think this belongs with the groceries." Lily smiled for the first time in several minutes. "Thank you." The man simply nodded and walked away. If stories about ordinary people changing someone's life inspire you, take a second to like this video and subscribe. We're only getting started. Olivia stood frozen. Then she hurried after him. "Wait!" He had already reached the parking lot. She caught up just as he placed 2 grocery bags into an old pickup truck. Not a luxury SUV, not an expensive car, just an aging truck with faded paint. She held out the receipt. "I'll pay you back." "You don't owe me anything." "I do." He looked at her quietly. "No." "You owe your daughter a peaceful dinner." Those words stopped her. She looked away before he could notice the tears. After a long silence, he asked softly, "Has today really been that hard?" Olivia laughed bitterly. "Today?" She shook her head. "It's been like this for months. My husband passed away 2 years ago. I work 2 jobs. Rent went up. My daughter's school expenses came. And today," she glanced at the grocery bags, "I honestly wasn't sure we'd have dinner." Ethan remained silent, not because he didn't care, because every word reminded him of someone else. "My mother," he finally said. Olivia looked up. "When I was a teenager, we left a grocery store exactly the same way. We couldn't pay. I'll never forget how embarrassed she felt." He paused. "That's why I stepped in. Not because I felt sorry for you. Because I've been where you are." Olivia believed him. He wasn't looking down on her. He understood her. Ethan reached into his pocket and handed her a simple business card. Across the top were only 3 words, "Hope Hands Foundation." "I'm not offering charity," he said. "I'm offering something much harder." Olivia looked at him. "What?" "A chance to start over." Olivia stared at the business card for several seconds. "I don't have experience." "You have something better," Ethan replied. She frowned. "You know exactly what struggling families feel." He smiled faintly. "That can't be taught." The next morning, Olivia went after all. The address on the card led to a bright community center where volunteers packed food boxes, helped families with paperwork, and organized emergency housing. She felt completely out of place. The coordinator handed her a clipboard. "Mr. Ethan said you'll be helping us today." Olivia nodded nervously. Within an hour, she noticed something nobody else had. An elderly woman quietly skipped the food line. Everyone assumed she wasn't hungry. Olivia walked over. "Are you okay?" The woman whispered, "I can't carry the boxes home." Minutes later, Olivia organized volunteers to deliver groceries directly to elderly residents. By lunchtime, Ethan had already heard about it. "You saw a problem nobody else noticed." Olivia smiled shyly. "I've been that person." Weeks passed. Then another crisis arrived. One afternoon, Lily called her in tears. "Mom, they're saying I can't go on the school trip because we didn't pay." Olivia froze. The deadline had been that morning. She checked her account. There wasn't enough money. Again. For a brief moment, she felt exactly like she had in the supermarket, like she was failing her daughter all over again. She quietly stepped outside before anyone could see her crying. Ethan found her sitting alone on the steps. "What happened?" She told him everything, then immediately added, "I'm not asking you for money." "I know." After a long silence, he said, "Come with me." They drove across town, not to a bank, not to a wealthy donor, to the community center's storage building. Inside were hundreds of donated school supplies, backpacks, uniforms, and educational grants funded by local businesses. Ethan looked at her. "Do you know why this exists?" She shook her head. "Because years ago, someone did the same thing for me." Olivia looked at him in surprise. "I wasn't always successful. My mother raised me alone. There were days people paid for our groceries too." He paused. "I promised myself that if life ever changed, I'd become that stranger for someone else." Olivia couldn't hold back her tears anymore. "If you're still watching," Ethan smiled softly, "subscribe and stay with us. The best part of this story is still ahead." 3 months later, the entire center was running differently. Families asked specifically for Olivia. She remembered names and she noticed silent struggles. One afternoon, Ethan walked through the office and watched volunteers following Olivia's instructions with complete confidence. "You've become the person this place needed." She laughed. "I almost walked away in that parking lot." "I'm glad you didn't." 1 year later, Olivia walked back into the very same supermarket. This time, she wasn't pushing a nearly empty cart. She wasn't counting every dollar. Instead, she quietly walked to customer service and handed over an envelope. "I'd like to pay for the next 5 parents whose cards are declined today." The cashier looked at her in surprise. "Should I tell them who helped?" Olivia smiled. "No. Just tell them today isn't the end of their story." As she walked outside holding Lily's hand, another young mother stepped up to the register and heard the exact same words Olivia had once heard. "Your groceries have already been paid for." The chain of kindness had begun again. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who still believes that one act of kindness can change a life. Your support helps us tell more stories that remind people hope is never lost. Sometimes, the greatest gift isn't money. It's giving someone a reason to believe tomorrow can be better than today.